Hello team and welcome back to the channel. So it's been quite some time since I uploaded a video. This is because I was occupied with preparation of AZURE Solutions Architect exam, which I have qualified as of now. Also, if I remember correctly, we have completed till day 11, which was the initials of AZURE DevOps, basically cloud DevOps. Okay, so in today's video what I'm going to show you, since I have already shown you how you can set up your AZURE DevOps organization, so today what I'm going to show you is set up a project, push your source code, then build it. Okay, so for that what we are going to do is use the Java based simple web application. We will build that application using Maven. We will perform code quality check using SonarQube, and side by side we will do vulnerability scanning on the artifact using OWASP dependency check. And finally we are going to deploy that application to Tomcat web server. So this is like the basic understanding of DevOps flow, which we are going to do hands-on. Okay, in next videos we are going to use Docker as well as AKS, which is like Azure Kubernetes service. So those things also we are going to cover, but for starters this is the base on cloud DevOps that you should know how to basically create the pipeline for building and deploying applications. Okay, so that's where we are going to start. Also, if you are new on my channel, make sure to subscribe. We upload videos on daily basis. Okay, and yeah, so that's pretty much, and let's get started with that.
Hello team. So coming to the hands-on part, so what exactly we are going to do. So first of all, we will create a project. Let's provide the name as same as mine, Aditya, and visibility you can keep as private. Public, if you are keeping it, then everyone can access it with just the URL. Okay, so I suggest keep it private. Also, like version control, go with Git. Okay, click on create project and project will be created. See, setting up organization I have already showed you in the previous video, so you can watch that. Okay, so next thing what we should do is like import or push a project. Okay, so as of now, like there are so many projects, but several of them are facing issues, so I'm just gonna go with secret Santa generator. Okay, and this is the URL. So see, like even Azure has its own repository, but it follows the Git version control system, so you can follow the Git commands to clone it on your local system using this URL, generate Git credentials and push your source code. Okay, another way is import a repository. If your repository is already available some on GitLab or GitHub and it is public or private, then you can directly import it. Okay, so if I click on import, you can see it is asking for URL. I will paste it here, and since it is public, so we don't need authentication, but in case it was not public, you can click here, provide the path, and that will be done. Okay, so we'll just click on import and let's wait. So see, this will take a little bit of time, maybe like 1 or 2 minutes. Meanwhile, let me show you some other things. Okay, so if I go to project settings, as I mentioned previously also in previous video, that as of now the agents on which your projects are supposed to run, they are not provided for free from Microsoft. Okay, if you need them for free, you need to like submit a form and request them that send us a agent for free, like that. Okay, so to avoid this situation, what you can do, you can go to project settings, go to pipelines, and in pipelines you have agent pools. Agent pools is basically, to understand it in simple words, it's basically a folder, or you can say a box, inside which all your agents will be available for building your application. Okay, by default there will be two pools, Azure pipelines and default. This belongs to Microsoft. So to create our own pool, we can click on add pool, click on new, select new, and pool type will go with self-hosted. Self-hosted basically means like we are adding our own VM. Okay, so name we need to provide. So what we can do, pool 1 2 3, maybe anything you can provide. Then we have pipeline permissions. Okay, if I check it, then that means like all the pipelines inside this specific project will be having access to this pool, and the agents inside this pool can be used to build those applications. Okay, also just to let you know, pools can be created on 2 levels. On project level, that means inside that project they can be used, not outside, and on organization level. Okay, so on organization level, it means that in organization level it means that all the projects on that organization can use those pools. Okay, so let's just create it. Okay, so you can see pool is created. If I open it, go to agents. As of now, not a single pool is there, right? So to sorry, not a single agent is there. So we can click on new agent, and what it does, it will give you options or basically the commands to add a VM as an agent. Okay, so you can see here it supports three kinds of agents: Linux, Mac OS, and Windows. Okay, and these are the steps which we need to follow. Okay, so okay, first let me show you if the repository is cloned or not. So we can go back to project, and here inside repository you can see the project repository is added. Okay, so next what we are going to do is add our own agent. So I have created a VM as of now, 8 GB RAM VM. Okay, and it is set up here. Okay, so before adding that VM, what we need to do is install, one second, let me remove this or you will get confused. So we need to install JDK and Maven, which I have done already by running these three commands. Okay, so once you run these commands, then it is ready to be added as an agent. So what we need to do, we can just click on new agent, click on Linux and copy. Okay, now if you remember from previous videos, I explained you how we can download a package or any other file inside Linux by using wget commands, and we will paste the URL, and what it will do, this will download whatever package is available at this URL. Okay, click enter, and you can see package is done, package is downloaded. Okay, so next step is to follow the commands provided here. So first is to create a directory named my agent, so we will do that. Okay, and next step, if you see here, is the extraction of the package that we just downloaded. Okay, so path may be different, so what you need to remember is the command tar-xvf. Okay, then you need to provide the path of your package. So my package is residing in home/ubuntu/vsts. Okay, click enter. Now what it will do, it will extract the package inside that specific directory which is my agent. If I run ls, you can see all the files are extracted. Okay, so let's see the next command, which is configuration command. This is a script, it will start a script, so I will paste it here. See, these files you are seeing, run.sh, run docker.sh, okay, env.sh, config.sh, these are scripts. Okay, so as soon as we run them in the format of /, the name of the script, it will execute this script. Okay, and you can see here it is saying Azure pipeline. So this is the place where you can provide details of your organization, and then your VM will be added as an agent. Okay, so for this we'll just provide. Okay, now it is asking for server URL. Okay, so for server URL, what I'm going to do is copy till the name of organization, dev.azure.com/stoic-i-im. Okay, so this is the organization URL which I'm going to copy paste here. Now it is asking enter authentication type. Okay, so at this point everywhere PAT only preferred, so we are going to go with that. PAT means personal access token, which is a more secured way of authentication. Okay, so this is done, and now it is asking the personal access token. So to get a personal access token, what you can do, you can go to your organization or anywhere, and you can see this option, user settings. Okay, and click on it, scroll down to personal access tokens. Okay, and you can click on new token, provide the name as anything you want, token 4, and see there are different levels of access you can create. Okay, but for now I will just go with full access, and because for me it's a temporary requirement, so I will just go with full access, and later maybe I can remove the token. Okay, so token is generated, I will copy the token and I will paste it here. Okay, you can see it says connecting to server. Now it is asking for registration of the agent, so we need to provide the agent pool name. Okay, so let's check out what exactly is the pool name. So pool name is pool-123. Okay, so we can just put it here, 1 second, let me just check again if it's capital or small. P is capital. Okay. Old dash 123, right? Click enter. Now it will ask for agent name. Okay, so agent name, what I want to do, I want to provide is agent dash 123, simple as that. Click enter. Now you can see scanning for tool capabilities, connecting to server, and it is successfully added to the server. Okay, now one last thing it will ask, which is the basically the path of workspace. So by default it is underscore work, which I will just let it be because I don't want to change it. Okay. Okay, now your agent has been added, but the issue that you might face if you are doing it for the first time, you can see agent is added, it is even enabled. Okay, but the status is showing offline, right? To start the agent, what you need to do is go back to this directory, my agent, run this command / run this script, run .sh. It is also another script which was available. Okay, click enter, and you can see connecting to the server. So let's wait for it to connect. Yeah, so finally you can see listening for jobs. That means it has connected to the server and it is just waiting for any jobs to be queued. Okay, so this part is done, right? And here also you can see now it says online, correct? Okay, so next what we are going to do, we will go inside our project and go to pipelines. So we are going to create our first pipeline. Okay, and now here we will click on create pipeline. Okay, now coming to main thing, in Azure DevOps there are two ways of creating a pipeline, and I think maybe I can try to show you both. Okay, but see, one way is the harder way is the YAML file, where you have the complete control and you can write your own YAML file by yourself. Okay, but the thing is, people who are freshers or who are beginners in Azure DevOps, my suggestion is do not directly go for YAML. First go with this option, use the classic editor. The reason I say that, it is much more easier to write, much more easier to configure, and it helps you understand the flow of Azure DevOps. Okay, because the steps in Azure DevOps are a little bit different than normal DevOps. So my suggestion, go with classic editor for the first time or second time, and afterwards once you think that you are good to go, then you can start writing the YAML. YAML also I will be showing you in later. Okay, so for that, first of all we will click on classic editor. Okay, and here we just need to select these things, click on continue. Okay, so here you need to select a template, okay, based on the type of your project. Okay, so you can see Python is there, .NET is there. Okay, so but in our case we have a Maven based Java project, so we'll select Maven. Okay, so as soon as I click on it, you can see 3 tasks have been, these are tasks. Okay, okay, maybe we should just start configuring things from the first line, okay, which is pipeline. And here you can see that these things helps you configure the which agent you want to use. Okay, so in my case I have this agent pool added, and here you can see POM file. Okay, so in case you have the POM file to other location other than root directory, you can provide the path here. Okay, absolute path. Okay, coming to next option, get sources. So here we just need to provide the repository and branch. As I mentioned before, like our project can have multiple repositories, but as of now we have just one. Okay, coming next one, so here again agent pool we need to add, and we will add our own. Okay, and yeah, this is fine. Okay, coming here next, so if you remember, the initial stages in our pipeline were like compile, package, install, like that. Same thing we can do here. Okay, for example, let's say I want to compile first. Okay, and let me just change the name so that it looks a little bit better. Yeah, compile, Maven compile. Okay, now if you're thinking like how to add a package stage, what we can do, either we can just click on this plus icon, search for Maven and again add it, or we can simply right click on it. You can see multiple options. We can click on clone task. Okay, same task will be cloned or created. So what we can do, we can configure our things there. In goal we can provide the name as package. Okay, now you can see first stage we are going to compile the source code. Second task is, these are tasks basically. Okay, task. Okay, So second task, we are going to package the application, right? Okay, next these two tasks, if you are able to see, copy files to staging directory and publish artifact. Okay, so if you want to understand what exactly is the copying files, okay, so basically it's a temporary location. This staging directory is a temporary location where your artifact will stay until it's copied to like some until it's published to some artifact. Okay, and here you can like provide the details like what exactly you want to copy. Okay, so as of now, like since we just need the jar file, then we have last option, which is publish artifact into drop. Okay, so the thing is key when like in most cases, like people are running their jobs and building their applications on Microsoft VMs, Microsoft agents. So in that case, the issue is that you cannot access the agent because it's a Microsoft VM and we cannot access it directly. So in that case, for that reason, like this option is available, publish artifact. Okay, what it does basically, it will give you access to the artifact or whatever you are providing the details here. For now, I'll just keeping jar, but okay. So see here, name you can change. For example, okay, let it be drop only. Drop, it's just like a folder name. Okay, I will show you how it looks. Okay, so this is done, right? This is the basic pipeline stages we can mention. Okay, and then coming to here, triggers. Okay, so trigger is like a webhook, like you can specify the branch. So whenever there is a commit or some changes are done in this branch, it will automatically trigger this pipeline. Okay, so I don't want to enable it, or maybe just let it be. Okay, next we have save and queue. So if you are saving the pipeline, it will be just saved and stay there. If you click on save and queue, that will save and trigger the pipeline. Okay, so let's try that first. Okay, save and run. Okay, so pipeline, you can see it has started, and to track the progress we can go here. Okay, and you can see pipeline has started. If I go back to here, you can see running job, agent job 1. Okay, first job we have started and we can see that. Okay, so starting from here, first what it does, it will just like send the job to your agent and it will start. Next is checking out, which is like creating a local copy of your repository inside the VM or agent. Okay, and finally it has started compilation. So you can see compilation done very quickly. Package event done. Right, now it has copied the files, and let me see. Okay, see the location to which the files have been copied is this. Okay, and what files it is copying? These two files, jar file, right? Okay, now publish artifact. Okay, where you can see even now at this point the pipeline is success. Okay, if I go back to my pipeline here, open the pipeline, and here you can see this option, one published, one consumed. If I click on it, and this is the artifact location, published artifact, and you can see the drop folder is there. If I expand it, and our jar file, secret center jar file is there, 38 MB. Okay, that's what I was telling ki like Azure has given this option to publish the artifact so that it can become accessible. For example, if you can see, you can directly download them. If I click on it, it will just download the artifact. Okay, so this part is done. Okay, so next what we are going to do is perform SonarQube analysis, and that we are going to do using the Docker container of SonarQube. Okay, so for that, let's come here. Let me open this server again in new page. Sudo su. Okay, so to create a SonarQube container, I have already shown you what are the commands required. Okay, still you can just note it down. Docker run. This is how you create a container, a proper container, and using Docker. Okay, Docker run -d for detached mode, so that the logs that you that come while creating the containers can be like shown in background, not to us. Okay, then we can provide the name of the container, which will be Sonar in my case. Anything you can provide. Okay, then the port. Okay, So in my case, host port and container port both will be 9000. Then finally we need to provide the Docker image. So like since I have used it so many times, I literally remember the Docker image name which I use, SonarQube LTS dash community. I usually go with LTS version, it's much better and stable also. Okay, click enter. Okay, so you can see it is just searching for the image locally since it was not able to find, so it had started pulling it up from the Docker Hub repository. Okay. Okay, so container is created. What we can do, we can copy the IP address of the container, paste it here, and 9000. Yeah, you can see SonarQube is starting. It will take a little bit of time, so we will wait for it. See, so one more thing maybe I should show you. Let me open this, click on edit. See, whenever you want to add any like new task or new like stages, you can just click on plus, go here, search here. For example, like Sonar I want to use. Okay, so you can see like if I search for Sonar, these many options come, right? Okay, now the problem is that sometimes many options are not always visible, so SonarQube was one of them. So to fix that, what you need to do, you can go to this option marketplace, click on it, click on browse marketplace. Sorry, like I am having some problem in my throat. Okay, let me log in here, admin, and click on login. Old password will be admin, new password will be admin123. Click on update. Okay, coming back here in extensions, here if I search for SonarQube, so there will be like, see, if you remember in Jenkins we had plugins, in Azure DevOps we have extensions. So I have basically installed this on my organization. You can click on get it free and it will just show you the like steps to follow, which you can follow to add it in your organization. Okay, so once you add it, those tasks, SonarQube task will be available in your pipelines. Okay, so this is done, right? So next what we want to do is run the SonarQube analysis. Okay, so let's do that as well. Okay team, so what we are going to do is click on plus icon, search here as Sonar. Okay, so we are going to add last three options. Okay, so first we will add this one, prepare analysis for SonarQube, then SonarQube analysis, and then publish quality grade result. Okay, so here let me make it give it a good name, SonarQube. Okay, so here first of all what we need to provide is the authentication way. Okay, as of now there is none, so what we are going to do is click on new. Okay, so server URL, in our case server URL is this one till 9000. We will copy this, paste it here. Then it is asking for token. I have already shown you how to generate. Go to administration, security, users, click on here tokens, provide any name you want, click on generate. Token generated, this is the token. We will just copy this, paste it here. Connection name, it is asking, we can provide the name as SonCon or anything you want. And yes, I want to use this connection for all the pipelines, so we will click on save. Okay, you can see it has added. Next what we want to do is choose the way to run analysis, integration with MS Build, integrate with Maven or Gradle, or standalone scanner. So I will go with this one. And here we want to provide the details by ourselves. So project key, let's say I want to provide name as secret-santa, and same thing I want to put in project name, project version with this one, directory, same thing. In advance what we need to do is provide the path of Java binaries file, which you can do in format sonar.java. binaries equal to dot, that is fine. Okay, so, and coming to SonarQube analysis, let me see. Okay, let's see. Java Yahoo 11 publish quality get results, so this is fine. Okay, rest everything is fine. So we'll click on save and queue and let's see the result. Again, if I go back here, you can see another job has started, so it is showing a running job. Okay, yeah, so these many stages we have added as of now. So let's see the status now. Checkout complete. Maven compile won't be taking much time. Complete. Yeah. Meanwhile, if you have not yet subscribed, you can subscribe now. And also, like, as you know, like all my courses and whatever videos I'm making, they are free as of now, because as of now I can bear the expenses of like doing things and everything else. Okay, so Maven package complete, copy files complete. It is now publishing the artifact. So 2 files we have. Okay, jar files basically. That is also done. Now it is starting with analysis of SonarQube. So let's see how much time does it take, and let's see if it goes to success. Also, just to let you know, this time like I'm not using Jacoco. Okay, so we won't be getting code coverage, I guess. Okay, analysis complete. Now it is just doing the finalizing. Okay, so you can see the job is success as of now. We can go back here and see, like every time you run a pipeline, a specific pipeline version will be added here. Okay, you can see this was the first one and this was the second version, right? Now if we go back to SonarQube, go to SonarQube, and here you can see we have the project generated and it has passed also. Total number of lines is what it was able to scan is 358, which is okay. Code smell it found 6, bugs it found 3, total 9 issues. Okay, so this is good because this was causing a lot of issues last time. Okay, so this is done. Next, what we can do, we can, sorry about that, we can go back to pipeline, and here now we want to perform OWASP dependency check analysis, right? So we again click on here, search for OWASP. Now if you see, there is no task available, right? So it is searching in marketplace, and you can see inside marketplace the task is the OWASP dependency check is available. So we will click on get it for free. Now what it will do, it will add that extension to our organization, so each and every project can use this OWASP dependency check. Okay, so you can see it is just downloading now, and once it is done, then it will add it to our organization. Okay, let's see. Okay, yeah, so as of now 2 organizations are available, but I'm going to just add it to my own. Click on install. It will take few seconds, I guess, and that will be done, right? Okay, so this is done. Now proceed to organization, go to project, pipelines, edit, click on plus icon, and here I should be able to search OWASP. I guess I need to refresh. Yeah, see, once I refresh, this is available now, so we will add it. Okay. Okay, project name first of all it is asking, so I will go with secret as Santa, S maybe capital. Okay, now scan path it is asking. Okay, and the path that is available to it is this one. Okay, so what I am going to do, I am just going to put a dot so that it can scan everything. Then it is asking here exclude path. Okay, so I will just leave it as it is, and format is HTML, rest Okay, I don't think like rest. See, these can be configured based on requirement. Okay, but as of now, my task is to execute and check if, like, while executing, an issue is coming or not. Okay, so I will just, let's start the pipeline and let's see. See, the reason that at this point I think most of you might understand why I suggest ki when you are going for a cloud DevOps, go for Azure DevOps. The reason, you can see it's like just drag and drop thing. It is much easier as compared to Jenkins, where you need to literally write the pipelines and everything and configure also in Jenkins everything. Here it is really much easier. Okay, like extensions are available, everything is already there, everything is already available in the form of template, and that is the one of the reasons like Azure is preferred at many places. Even in my like last company, the reason that Azure they preferred, because most of the things are already available in template format. Okay, and that makes it really easier for any engagement to work with. Okay, so again these stages are complete. Analysis is running now. Okay, just to let you know one more mistake which happened with me last night. I kept my VM up and running whole night, and I think it's going to cost me a lot of money. Okay, so analysis is complete, I guess. Now it is running dependency check. Okay, now if you look at the logs properly, you will see first it is downloading the zip of that dependency check version. It is using 8.3.1, which is the latest one, I guess. Okay, and now it is going to download this like whole set of things. Okay, basically I guess databases which contains the information. Okay, and this is going to take a little bit of time, I guess. So what we are going to do is like fast forward so that we can save a little bit of time. Okay team, so I guess it is almost finished because the analysis has started and it was able to download all the details. Okay, this downloading happens for the first time only because like when it runs for the first time it needs to set up everything. Okay, let me just refresh the pipeline once and let's see the status. Okay, so I guess it is still running. Okay, yeah. Okay, it seems almost completed and the report is generated, and let me see the location where it is kept. Report is generated here. Okay, work one test results. Okay, so basically like it is putting the dependency check results inside test results folder. Okay, fine. Okay, so this is how we will do the like run these many stages. Okay, but one stage still pending, which is to execute the jar file. Okay, to so that we can see the what is that so that we can see the application running, right? So for that what we can do, we can use shell command, I guess. Let me see if shell is there. Okay, not this. This is from like running from remote machine. Okay, so PowerShell, so CLI, SSH. Cell exec, maybe it should be fine with us. So let's just take it. Bash commands. There are so many extensions here, really. Okay, so this is done. What we can do now is refresh the page once. Search for bash, I guess. Okay, I think we did not need to install that extension. Bash commands were already here. Just let's try to see. Okay, yes, it's already there. No issues. what we can do is run direct command java -jar, then the target, because our file is inside target folder, dot star.char. Okay, just to save little bit of time, I will just disable this SonarQube analysis and OS, because they might take little bit of time. Okay, and this command java -jar target. Okay, this should be fine. Let's see. See, these options are really good, because like whenever you want, you can just disable or enable any task you want. Okay, so see, there are tons of features in Azure DevOps which you will find once you start exploring. Okay, so my suggestion, go for it. If you have any issues, like Telegram channel is there, or like even you can fix the issues by yourself. It's not so hard, right? See, deployment of application to Tomcat server can be done in multiple ways. One of the easiest way, which is being supported by some of the project, is like you can get the jar or war file, copy this to that tomcat/webapps folder, and once that is done, then you can access the application in the browser. Okay, so if we look closely here, it has started Tomcat server with port 8080. Okay, that means it is when it is going to like deploy the application or start the application, that is inside Tomcat. Okay, and it is starting the Tomcat service also. Okay, so I guess this is done. What we can do, we can paste the IP address :8080. Okay, and you can see application is up and running. If I click on start, we can just add a person, generate. So this is names I have not provided properly, so it's not giving good result, but I think like you got the point what exactly I'm trying to show. Okay, application is up and running now, right? Okay, so this is good. This pipeline is still in progress, because we have just like we are running this application in through this thing also only. Okay, so what I can do, I can just cancel this task. See, a more proper way of deployment of application will be showing when we are using Azure Kubernetes as well as Azure Container Registry. Okay, so build is cancelled as of now. We can go back here. Yeah, so my suggestion, go for it. Like, do some exploration on your own, so that you can find out more issues, what are the things that you can do. Like, okay, so that's it for today, and I hope like this was helpful for you, and this will help you to get started with Azure DevOps. Okay, so thanks for watching and have a nice day.